Next up, you can also turn on smart suggestions on your Galaxy S24 Ultra, and for that go in settings, then go in advanced features, then go in smart suggestions, and here turn it on. Now here you will see that we have Samsung keyboard, calendar, reminder, messages and settings here, and you will get smart suggestions for different things according to these apps. Now the best example of this is in settings. So if you go in any settings, you go all the way down, you see these suggestions. So these are smart suggestions. Similarly, you will get some suggestions to enter a text in Samsung keyboard, verification codes, web addresses and all that stuff. Get suggestions for events to add based on your messages and other activity in calendars. Next up, if you go in labs, you will see that we have different features here. So in here you will see this option, multi-window for all apps. So what this will do is that it will force even the apps that don't by default support pop-up view or split screen view. You can force those apps to open in multi-window. Then you have dark mode apps, so you can push apps into dark mode. So one example here is YouTube. Next up, we have side button options. So this is the side button here. You can double press it to quick launch camera. You can launch Samsung Wallet, or you can set it up to open any app. So in this case, we have flashlight open. So if I double press on it, the flashlight will turn on, or you can set it up to launch any app by double pressing the side button. Then we also have press and hold. You can set it to turn on the power off menu or wake Bixby. It's up to you. Again, it's personal preference. Next up, we have multi-window, and that's where a lot of fun is. So we have two options here, swipe for split screen. So if I go in here, you can swipe up from the bottom of the display with two fingers and it will launch the split screen or multi-window view. And then you can use two apps side by side. Then we have swipe for pop-up view. So we have got these two corners at the top here. If we swipe in from any one of them, you can launch these apps in pop-up windows, and then tap here to minimize them, maximize them. You can change their transparency, and you can open in split screen view. Now the third option here is full screen in split screen view. If you turn this feature on, the navigation bar will go away in split screen view. So right now we get the navigation bar. If I turn this feature on, the navigation bar goes away. Now here I want to show you one very important feature. You can create app pairs. So right now I have got settings and Play Store. I can tap on it and press on this star button to create this app pair, and then I can add this app pair to either the home screen or the edge panel, apps edge panel. So in this case, I'm gonna do home screen, and then I'm gonna do again an apps edge panel. So now if I go in the edge panel, you will see this app pair here. So if I close this, go in the edge panel and tap on it, both these apps will launch, and same can be done with this app pair on the home screen. Moving along, we have motions and gestures. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. You have lift to wake up. So as soon as you lift your phone, the screen will wake up. You have double tap to turn on screen. So there's double tap to turn on the screen and double tap to turn off the screen. So I can double tap to turn it on, double tap to turn it off. Alert when phone picked up. So if you have a notification pending on your phone and you pick up your phone, the phone will vibrate to let you know that you have a pending notification. You can mute any calls and alarms by gestures. So you can mute incoming calls and alarms by putting your hand over the screen or turning your phone face down. So if you're getting a call or there's an alarm going on, you can cover the display and it will shut that down, or you can simply turn the phone over and that will do the job as well. And then finally we have palm swipe to capture. This is for screenshots. So you can swipe your palm on the display to capture the screenshot. Next up we have one-handed mode. So if you go in here, you can turn on the one-handed mode by gesture or by button. So right now it's on gesture. So if I just swipe down on the home button, it will launch the one-handed mode. I can increase or decrease the size, and so then I can use it with one hand. And then there is a button, which means you have to double tap the home button. So if I double tap the home button, this will launch the one-handed mode. Moving on, we have screenshots and screen recording. So if we go in here, you can turn on the toolbar for screenshots after capturing the screenshot. So if I take a screenshot, This toolbar that shows up down here is basically the toolbar that you turn on from here, or you can turn it off. You can turn on delete after sharing, hide status and navigation bars in your screenshots. You can set it to save original screenshots, and then you can also change the format and the location where the screenshots are saved. Then we have screen recording, and in screen recording you can select the sound, whether you want to just record the media from the phone or media and mic, both. Then you can also choose video quality, 1080p, 720, 480p. Obviously, based on what quality you choose, your screen recordings will use that amount of storage. You can also turn on selfie in screen recordings, and you can change the size of the selfie circle that appears on the display. And then you can also select show taps and touches when you are recording the screen, and then obviously location of your screen recordings. Moving on, we have video call effects. So if you go in video call effects, this work in all the apps that support video calling: Messenger, Google Meet, Teams, WhatsApp, Zoom, and if you have any other app installed on your phone that support this feature will appear here. And here you can select the background color, you can add background images. So when you're on a video call, you will get that small button on the display and you can tap on it and change your backgrounds. Moving on, you can also improve the brightness of your videos. If you're watching a movie on Netflix or you're watching a video on YouTube, you can select this bright feature here, and it works in almost all the apps that support video on your phone. So here's a list of all the apps. Almost all streaming services are supported here. So you can turn this feature on and you can see the difference, how it will show up if you turn on the bright or how it will show up in normal mode. And then finally we have dual messenger. So this allows you to download 2 copies of WhatsApp, Facebook and Messenger on your phone, so you can use 2 different accounts with separate contact lists for these apps.